everyone. So 2 days of school. We started school on September 5th. I didn't really have an opportunity to show step by step how I got to this point, so I'm going to have to backtrack a little. So what you're looking at is my outside bulletin board, which says welcome and you are simply amazing. Just to take a look of what the outside looks out, and on the top says follow your dreams. So this is the outside to my room. And then as you get ready to enter the room, there's a table here where students can sit and do some work independently, and we have a sign that says 5th grade is awesome, and a book that I like to read at the beginning of the school year, All Are Welcome, welcoming all students. And in the front of the door it says 5th grade family, to represent myself and my co-teacher. And for the outside door says reach for the stars, and it has our Bitmojis there. That's so cute. So this is what our outside door looks like. Has all the kids, and this is what the kids see when they first get ready to enter the room. Once you come into the room, I guess I can start this way. My first class, this is where they keep their notebooks, and this wall here is where the writing published pieces will go. Haven't put those up yet, but that's where it will be. And next to that is the student mailbox. So when students are absent, they will pick up their mail from this location. As well as here is any extra copies. So students, if they lose or don't have one, they can come back to this area and get extra copies. This is also where they turn in their work, their completed work. And when I get ready to hand back graded work, it goes here at that bottom. It's kind of messy. So we need to fix that up. And then my other group, they keep their notebooks here. So they keep their notebooks in here. And then on top is our accountability folder that has the kids' names, the travels with your class, wherever your class goes. And then this is the bathroom checkout sign-in sheet with the codes, so the students let me know where they're going. Here is our first aid, hand sanitizer and tissue area, so the kids have access to that. And then here is our writing center that has all of the resources and tools here to make sure that we are good writers. And this year I just decided to highlight some actual student work. So these are student published pieces to set the tone for students writing this year. And then along the bottom are the steps to the writing process. And then as you go down into the cabinet, we have dictionaries, and this is the little mini writing center. So when you pull it out, it has like all the supplies that a writer would need: stapler, tape, whiteout, Post-its, erasers, like all that good stuff is there. And then we have reference books, thesaurus, and other rhyming dictionaries and other things like that. And on the side is whiteboards. And then as we move along, actually on the top we have Sharpies, thick and thin pencils, scissors, glue, colored pencils, highlighters, and editing pens are all in this area. Moving right along, we're going to my pencil dispenser. I love this thing so much. It's so cute. So the students, if they need a pencil, they come here, they just click the bottom and the pencil comes out, and they're able to take it so that they are prepared. Then we have my Elmo, and on the whiteboard are some hand signals that we use to communicate during classroom discussions. And there's also some magnets. Since I'm an ELA teacher, if I want to have important notes, I will write it next to the magnet. I'll move the other pieces over, but that's where they would be. And this is where I try to keep track of my Promethean board pen and the lights on the Promethean board, and my clicker for presentations, Google Slides / PowerPoint is here. So that stays in this area. This book is one of the books I like to read at the beginning of the school year. I haven't read it yet this year. Peter Reynolds, Say Something. Peter Reynolds is one of my favorite authors. Absolutely love his books. Great for beginning of school year stuff. I have my doorbell. I don't even know if it's... Oh, there it goes. Yes, for transition time in the classroom. And I just recently purchased this student grouping pencil. So that, I plan to use that. I'll let you guys know how that goes. And then we have erasers and timer is all in this area. Now, as we move forward, we have the Promethean board. I have a leader's sign above the board since we're a leader in me school, which means we support the 7/8 habits of learning. After I do read alouds, I usually post my books in this area so that kids have access to them, to read them after I've read them. And then on my whiteboard, I sectioned off a section to contain the date, homework, specials, reminders, the attendance, and Go Noodle. They set a schedule for what student decides what Go Noodle activity we're going to do for the day. The book that we're starting in 5th grade at the beginning of the school year is going to be Fish in a Tree. And so this is just like a little hub for me to grab stuff super quick. I have my chime there, which is another attention getter if I need it. And I'm thankful. And then our school's mascot is an owl. And so this owl says, "Be who you are." So I just thought that was cute. That's purely decoration. And then I have additional books here that's dealing with diversity, Hispanic Heritage Month, which is the first celebration that I acknowledge in the classroom since it starts September 15th. And I'm not sure what this basket is, but this is a social emotional basket. My school is really big on the social emotional learning, so I have a whole bin now filled with different resources and books that teach into social emotional learning. At the bottom, Celebrate Great Teachers, and more books and letters and books that are out of place are all here. I also just recently purchased this one, The Man in the Red Bandana, to teach into 9/11, September 11th. So hopefully we get to go to the museum, the 9/11 museum this year as well. This area here is going to be a reading nook. I'm just waiting for my carpet to come in. And so on this board, I plan to put popular 5th grade authors, and authors that we grow to love throughout the year will be displayed on this, in this area. And there'll be a carpet with pillows so the students can kind of like lounge in this area. But right now it's housing my cart that has a whole bunch of junk on it. And eventually that will be moving to a different location of the room. And then the center or focal point of my room, it's not really the center, but it is huge, so it is a focal point, is the classroom library. Okay, so I'm not even going to go into that much detail about the library. I'm just going to kind of scan it so that you guys can see it. I'm not even finished labeling nor putting all the books in its appropriate baskets. So the library starts from here and goes all the way down here. Okay. And since the theme in the room is space and galaxy and stars, I decided to highlight books that dealt with scientists, that dealt with the solar system, that dealt with space, anything related to that. Those topics are being displayed in the classroom. And also at the tops of the different sections of the library are some positive I guess you can say, affirmations to the students, so that even every time they pick a book, they see you are a leader. This one says you are a friend, you are a leader, you are brave, you are a creator, and you are important. And this is a new section to the library. I decided to do a whole section just based on authors. And so some of the authors featured is Gary Paulson, Roald Dahl, Jerry Spinelli, James Patterson. At the bottom, Christopher Paul Curtis, Peter Reynolds, who we know is one of my favorites, Judy Blume, Rita Garcia Williams, and Jacqueline Woodson is also another favorite down there. Chris Van Allsburg and Patricia Polacco are all featured right now. So that's new. And then I also have a section that's leveled. So it's ranging from level N and goes to X for right now based on the students' current reading levels. And then as we move along here, we come into my teacher nook area. And so this is my toolkit. Obviously the date hasn't been changed yet, so I definitely need to change that. And these house all the gifts that students have given me over the years. And that's the vision board that we created last year for the type of classroom that we wanted to have. And this is just my little nook area since I don't really have a teacher desk. And so that's where I kind of keep my things. I barely come back here. Usually at the end of the day or during my prep time, I might come to this area. Here's my microwave. Once again, some positive affirmations, some snacks that was given to me by a parent. So nice. And this is just the school year, school calendar for the 2019-20 school year. This is a file holder. I'm not sure what files I'm going to keep in there yet, but I just wanted to set it up. And I have my classroom ears. This is for when I'm conferencing with kids or working in a small group. If I have my headband on, the kids know it's not a good time to interrupt me or talk to me. So that's a signal. I have another calendar back here. We have a computer that's not hooked up, but I'm hoping by next week I'll have it hooked up. And then this was our first day activity that we did, a first day carousel where the students answer questions that help me get to know them for the first day of school. It was really cute. Kids enjoyed it. I played some music. I played ABC Jackson 5. The kids walked around and we had a few share outs. Really cool. And then up top is all my small group books that I'll be pulling when I begin pulling small groups. Those are the books that I'll be using. This is my co-teacher's little area here that she has set up for her to work in. Well, teacher friends, until next time, remember, teaching is more than a job. It is a lifestyle. Signing off, the Blessed Bronx Teacher.